Now, starting with Surah Ash-Shura, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is appealing to us to unite upon truth. Instead of Him forcing us to be one united human family, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to work together by choice and voluntarily to unite upon truth and to become the model community that we were designed to be. And the way that we achieve that is very important. Is actually more important to focus on the process of achieving unity than the result of unity itself. And when you look at Ayah 14, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and they did not divide among themselves except for after the knowledge came to them. But why? It wasn't the knowledge itself that caused them to divide amongst themselves, but it was their transgression. They tried to use that to transgress and oppress one another, and that caused them to be divided. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that the process of achieving unity and working together is more important than the result. We shouldn't transgress against one another. Just now that we have the truth, now that we have guidance, does not mean that we should be forcing one another to do things that we choose not to do, even if it's not in our best interest. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Ayah 8, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already said, if I wanted you all to be on one page, I could have made it that way. And yet He gave people a choice. And so we are a test for each other. Human beings are a test for each other. What happens when you know the truth, when you have knowledge and you want to share it and you want people to follow it? What happens when they don't want to abide by that? That's the test. It's a test for the person receiving the knowledge, because they have to humble themselves to submit to that knowledge and follow it. And it's a test for the person who's giving the knowledge, because they have to submit to the fact that the results are not in their control, but rather it's in Allah's control, and they should be grateful for the opportunity to be able to serve Him at all. And so no matter how much effort we exert or a consultation that we make, so we might get together and we consult with everyone, we should not be negatively affected by the apparent outcome, because there's always an underlying reality and truth and wisdom behind everything. Instead, we should trust that He will do whatever is best for the believers.